welcome to another edition of the Nightly News. I'm Chris Lee here with LPNN, bringing you all the news that is news and none of the news that isn't, most of the time. Today, in case any of you missed it, here in Arizona was the hashtag Red for Ed strike all across the state. We were out live covering what was going on here in Page, Arizona for the Page Unified School District. We broadcast that live for you here, and we're going to actually go through one of the interviews that we had with one of the teachers or staff that was down there. So let us hopefully not have any technical difficulties as we are having at some of our locations today. This episode is brought to you by H&R Block of Page, Arizona. Don't forget to support those local businesses that support us. It enables us to get out there and get you the news in real time. All right, let's see what we have here. I'm going to stick my earpiece in and see if this works. Let's see here. Keep your fingers crossed. Let's see. There we are. All right, here we go. All right, we have part of it, yes. We have part of it.
So what are you guys here for today?
We are here to, it is basically an awareness to bring awareness to the state of Arizona that they need to kick in more money for education.
Okay. More just for salaries, or she was mentioning also for support staff and school supplies, things like that?
It's a lot of things.
A lot of things?
Like here in our district, I know I work in the middle school. Our sewer system is outdated, and we can't use bathrooms in certain areas. It's bad.
Oh, you actually have bathrooms that are out of commission right now?
Sewer system, like it backs up all the time.
Okay.
We have the gym area. People who use the gym know that it smells bad.
Okay.
Because kids can't use that area of the school. It's something that needs to be fixed.
Okay.
There's other things that need to be fixed, haven't been fixed. We have a lot of old supplies, old desks, and then curriculum. Teachers here a lot of times have to build their own curriculum, and that takes a lot. And on top of that, teachers have to do substituting because we are short teachers.
Okay.
We're constantly short teachers, and so we have subs that are filling in as teachers, and then we have teachers who are using their prep time to sub.
Okay.
To cover those classes. So that's putting a lot of pressure on it. However, I just want to say that Arizona is really low in education. I'm not really sure about the numbers here in Page because we do serve the reservation schools. And so a lot of times kids are bused in, and our schools get a lot of funding for that, federal funding. Whereas it would be interesting to look at our numbers here in the district and see how much of the money we get from the reservation schools, and how we're taking advantage of that here, and how much the city is actually paying to support our schools.
Okay.
Because if you look at it from that way, what you're seeing is you're seeing the city of Page actually relying on reservation kids in order to get the funding for the schools.
Okay, I see. So it's like a subsidy from the reservation because of what's going on.
And these kids, the kids that come off the reservation who are bused in from all these outer communities, they don't have services like libraries, they don't have swimming pools, any of that type of thing that we have here in the city. And so when our schools don't have a library, which our school has a library, an old library, and no librarian, no new books, those kids they're bringing in the funds, but they're not getting the services that they deserve.
Okay.
And they have, of course, classrooms with teachers who are not teachers. They're substitutes, and they're doing their best, but they're not qualified to be in those classes, a lot of them. And so we have these issues in this district. There's a lot of things that we're doing. We're doing the best we can, and a lot of people don't see the gaps that we have, because for so long people have just been ignoring it and saying, I want to look at the positive, I don't want to look at the negative, and let's do the best we can.
Okay.
And so you forget when you live in that environment that you have these other things that need to be fixed. And a lot of kids don't even know what a librarian does. It's funny that we talked about it in class, and kids were like, what do we need a librarian for? What does a librarian do? Kids don't even know that. That a librarian promotes reading, that they teach research, they teach part of the technology aspects. And so our district they're doing the best they can with the funds, but the state has got to kick in more. And I think a lot of the community here, they probably don't realize that we do piggyback off of the reservation so much and the funds that we get from them.
Yes, I didn't even know about that. That's interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, it would be really interesting to see exactly what is given, what is being spent here and raised here by the city of Page, as opposed to what is being used off of reservation schools.
Okay.
Or reservation students.
All right, so let me go ahead and transition back over here. As you can see, my head was chopped off, so only small technical difficulties tonight. It does happen. What can I say? All right, there we are. That was part of the interview that we had today during our live coverage of the hashtag Red for Ed teachers strike here in Page, Arizona. You can catch the rest of that interview and all of the other things that were going on today in our Facebook feed down below. There are several videos. We had some connection issues. This particular one was the first thing in the morning. I believe it was number 3, and this interview is in the last 20 minutes of that video. All right, let's see what else we have here for you today. So, as you can see, they were talking about funds. It's not just about pay for them. It's also about funding for repairing schools, school supplies, and things of that nature. In response to the very large protest that was going on down in Phoenix today, where there were an estimated 60,000 people wearing red for hashtag Red for Ed, Governor Ducey released a statement today. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you here. Governor Doug Ducey today released the following statement regarding today's events and teacher pay. Without a doubt, teachers are some of the biggest difference makers in lives of Arizona children. They need to be respected and rewarded for the work they do, and Arizona can do better on this front. We've all been listening, but now it's time to act. My number one focus right now is passing a 20% pay raise for Arizona teachers. This raise is earned and it is deserved. To parents, I understand the pain and pressure caused by today's strike. I want you to know I'm working to get this 20% raise passed at the legislature, but we need your help to make it a reality. Call your legislator and tell them to vote yes on a 20% pay raise for Arizona teachers. We need teachers teaching and students learning. Once again, that was from the office of the governor, addressing only one of the concerns that were brought up briefly in that interview and in several other ones we have seen from other teachers across the state. All right. Excuse me. All right. In other local news tonight, we have from the Page Police Department, there is an event coming up. It's called DEA National Prescription Take Back. If you don't properly dispose of the unused or expired prescription drugs in your home, they might find a new one. Visit DEATakeback.com for a collection site near you. Unused or expired prescription medications are a public safety issue, leading to accidental poisoning, overdose, and abuse. Pharmaceutical drugs can be just as dangerous as street drugs when taken without a prescription or a doctor's supervision. The non-medical use of prescription drugs ranks second only to marijuana as the most common form of drug abuse in America. The majority of teenagers abusing prescription drugs get them from family and friends and the home medicine cabinet. Unused prescription drugs thrown in the trash can be retrieved and abused or illegally sold. Unused drugs that are flushed contaminate the water supply. Proper disposal of unused drugs saves lives and protects the environment. Take-back programs are the best way to dispose of old drugs, but if a program is not available, take the medication out of their bottles, mix them with something unappealing like used kitty litter or coffee grounds, seal them in a bag or disposable container, and throw them away. For more information on prescription drug abuse, go to DEA.gov. Once again, that was from the DEA and from the Page Police Department. On Saturday, April 28th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Page Police Department and the Drug Enforcement Administration will give the public its 15th opportunity in 7 years to prevent pill abuse and theft by ridding their homes of potentially dangerous, expired, unused, and unwanted prescription drugs. Bring your pills for disposal to Walmart at 1017 Hull Road. The DEA cannot accept liquids or needles or sharps, only pills or patches. Their service is free and anonymous, no questions asked. Last fall, Americans turned in 456 tons of prescription drugs at more than 5,300 sites operated by the DEA and almost 4,300 of its state and local law enforcement partners. Overall, in its 14 previous take-back events, DEA and its partners have taken in more than 9 million pounds of pills. This initiative addresses a vital public safety and public health issue. Medicines that languish in home cabinets are highly susceptible to diversion, misuse, and abuse. Rates of prescription drug abuse in the U.S. are alarmingly high, as are the number of accidental poisonings and overdoses due to these drugs. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration's National Survey on Drug Use and Health shows year after year that the majority of misused and abused prescription drugs are obtained from family and friends, including someone else's medication being stolen from the home medicine cabinet. In addition, Americans are now advised that their usual methods for disposing of unused medicines, flushing them down the toilet or throwing them in the trash, both pose potential safety and health hazards. For more information, go to DEATakeback.com. Once again, that was from the Page Police Department. All right, we have another press release. This one is from the City of Page. The City of Page received an award for budget presentation and excellence in financial reporting. The Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada, or GFOA, is pleased to announce that the City of Page, Arizona, has received the GFOA's Distinguished Budget Presentation Award for its fiscal year 2017 and 2018 budget, and the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for the 2017 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report. The GFOA's Distinguished Budget Presentation Award represents a significant achievement by the city. It reflects the commitment of the City Council and staff to meeting the highest principles of government budgeting and provides transparency for the city's residents to see where their tax dollars are being spent. To receive the budget award, the city had to satisfy nationally recognized guidelines for effective budget presentation. These guidelines are designed to assess how well the city's budget serves as a policy document, a financial plan, operations guide, and communications device. The Certificate of Achievement is the highest form of recognition in governmental accounting and financial reporting and represents a significant accomplishment by a government and its management. Mayor Bill Dyack congratulated the work of City Manager and Finance Department for their hard work and efforts to prepare the financials documents. It's through the diligence of these employees that the City of Page has been honored to receive these awards. Dyack added that the documents provide transparency for the city's residents to see where their tax dollars are being spent. The City of Page has been awarded the Certificate of Achievement 18 times. This is the first time that the City of Page has been recognized by GFOA for our budget. It is a tremendous honor and is the direct result of the continued efforts put forth by Finance Director Linda Watson and Finance Analyst Christy Monroe. I am proud of the work of the City Council and of the City and Page Utility Enterprise conscientious employees, said City Manager Crystal Dykes. The Government Finance Officers Association is a non-profit professional association serving nearly 19,000 appointed and elected local, state, and provincial level government finance professionals and other finance practitioners. It provides top-quality publications, training programs, services, and products designed to enhance the skills and performance of those responsible for government finance, policy, and management. Once again, that was a news release from the City of Page. Let's see, it looks like we have a comment here from Darby McNutt. For those interested, our Arizona State Legislatures for District 7 are Winona Benally, and he has a phone number here, and Eric DeSheeny, and he also has a phone number. Thank you very much, Darby, for sending those phone numbers in. We do appreciate that. All right. Also in local news, it was brought to our attention by a considerable number of viewers out there that there has been a photograph published of the local sports team throwing gang symbols. We have reached out and contacted the superintendent of the schools, Mr. Varner, and he has responded that he has taken care of the situation and that it will not be happening again. We are waiting for some further comments on him, but apparently it has been taken care of for those of you that are keeping track of that. All right, let's see what else we have for you. Let's go ahead and move on to the weather really quick here. All right, look at that. All right, so tonight it looks like the low is going to be about 57. Tomorrow we have partly cloudy with a high of 83 and a low of 59, and a little tiny bit of chance of rain, about 15% over the night between Friday and Saturday. On Saturday, we have a high of 87 with a low of 57, and the winds are going to be picking up to close to 16 miles an hour, it looks like, so just over 15. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And also the winds will be close to 15 miles an hour Sunday and Monday. A high of 82 on Sunday and a high of 76 on Monday. So it looks like a front is moving through Sunday night, hence the reason for the winds right there. All right. Excuse me. All right. Now we have, let's see, we have an announcement from the Coconino Community College. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pop this over here real quick. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Possibly. Do apologize for that. Sometimes these things can get a little squirrely on us. There we go. All right. Build your skills and advance. The certificate for apartment maintenance technicians. Earning your CAMT validates your knowledge, enhances your reputation and credibility, boosts your confidence, and earns you respect. Paid training tailored for the community's needs. Content will include maintenance for houseboats, hotel and motel, and other commercial industries. This is going on from May 29th to June 27th this year. So, this is a very good thing for Page, Arizona here. And if you're in any of those fields, it never hurts to learn something new or brush up on some skills or even get a certificate. You never know. You might be able to start at a higher rate of pay. So that's what's going on at CCC. All right, what else do we have here for you? Yes, from the Lake Powell Yacht Club. LPNN and the Lake Powell Yacht Club have partnered together to bring you information about boat safety and all kinds of other tips for doing things out on the lake. This week is Marine Survey Tips. Once again, this is from the Lake Powell Yacht Club. So I'm going to go ahead and read their presentation they have for you. Whenever you go out and get a marine survey, these are some definite things that you want to keep in mind to look for. All right, the following are helpful tips on how to find the marine surveyor that fit your needs and key points to help your survey be a success. Do you know there are no requirements that say a surveyor needs to know anything more about a boat than you do? This knowledge will help you wade through the duds to find out who is best qualified to fit your personal needs. First, you need to know who is monitoring and validating the survey industry. The National Association of Marine Surveyors, the Society of Accredited Marine Surveyors, and the American Boat and Yacht Council are great tools to get you started on how to find a qualified surveyor. Second, write a short list of surveyors in your area. Third, a basic breakdown of what you are looking for as far as certification and accredited surveyors. SAMS and NAMS marine surveyors have basic skills and knowledge. This is assessed through an exam. However, they are certified but not accredited surveyors as of yet, but do agree to follow SAM's set of ethics and standards. If your surveyor passes the ABYC set of standards, this tells you the set of skills and knowledge the surveyor has acquired and can demonstrate how a boat needs to be constructed in order for it to be safe. The surveyor is deemed a master technician by ABYC if they have acquired 3 certifications. On average, the charge for a survey is $20 to $22 per foot. Be aware of abbreviated surveys. They ultimately do not help the buyer or the seller and are often rejected by insurance companies and by banks. Depending on your requirements, either for the purchase of a new boat, your insurance, or just a peace of mind, each level serves a valuable service to our community of boat enthusiasts. It is the day of your survey, and you want this to be a success. Here are a few helpful hints your surveyor will appreciate. Get prepared. Empty out storage areas with access to mechanical components and/or machinery. Make sure your boat is easily maneuverable and declutter it. This helps your surveyor get a thorough assessment and you get the most bang for your buck. Be present. Surveyors want you there. They encourage the owners to be present the day of the survey. A good survey invites and encourages open dialogue so you understand each aspect of what they are doing. This being said, give your surveyor room to work. Hovering is distracting. Respect your surveyor's value. Keep in mind, never invite others onto the boat during a survey on or off of the water. We hope the above list will help you to find the right surveyor for your needs and ultimately have a positive experience as a boat owner. Once again, that was from the Lake Powell Yacht Club. All right, let's see what else we have for you here tonight. Give me just a moment. One of my windows has closed out. We have to pull it back up for you. It is our calendar of events coming up for Friday the 27th. All right, let's see what we have here. Friday the 27th, the Red Ball Golf Tournament fundraiser and whole sponsorship registration is still ongoing. Don't forget to check that out. You can find all of these events at lakepowellnews.com and all of the links to find the information you need. The online housing survey is still taking place. There's only a few days left. And at last count, there was only about 500 people that had filled it out. Take the 5 minutes it takes to take the survey and have your voice heard. After all, if not you, then who? All right, we have at 10 a.m., we have Global Road Warrior Database Training. I believe that would be at the Page Public Library. We'll have to double check on that. We have DVD exercises at 10 a.m. at the Community Center. We have Wii Gaming at the Page Public Library at 1. Crafter Nooners is also at 1 o'clock at the Page Public Library. And at 6:15 is Zumba at the Community Center. That is free and open to everyone. Thank you very much for joining us tonight for this episode of your Nightly News. Don't forget, if this has helped you or you think it'll help anyone else out there, to make sure you comment, like, and share every single one of these posts, because when you do that, it helps us to help you. And, after all, if not you, then who? We'll catch you guys tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for the Nightly News. And you never know, we might have an episode of Behind the Hat in between now and then, or some other breaking news. So don't forget to like this page and follow it for all of those events that happen from time to time. We'll see you guys on the next one.